Candace Brumley, and today we are going to be making some origami, an origami flapping crane that's going to look like this, and he flaps his wings. So the purpose of creating origami is to increase and practice mindfulness, so remembering that not any fold or not any piece of origami is going to be perfect, and that's okay. And to remember to take things step by step, one thing at a time, because when you first look at origami, this might look a little challenging and difficult, but whenever we do take it step by step, you will see that it is definitely manageable and easier than it seems. And this is also a really cool hobby if you ever want to explore some more. There are a lot of YouTube videos or books that give you step-by-step directions onto all of the different cool origami models that you can make. So without further ado, let's get flapping. So all you're going to need for this activity is a square piece of paper about 6 inches by 6 inches, or you can make it a little bigger. This one is about 8 by 8. It really depends on how big you want your model to be. And you also want a hard surface to bear down on. So the first fold you're going to do is you're going to fold your square in half, like so. And make sure you're reinforcing those folds and those creases, because that will make your origami model come together a little bit more easy. After you do that fold, go ahead and fold that triangle into a smaller triangle, reinforcing those folds. All right, after you do that, you're going to open that fold back up, and you're going to open this pocket. And so one half, you kind of have this line going through the middle here. You're going to open that pocket and fold it down into a square. It's going to collapse into a little square, and you're going to have to fold these edges down here. As you can see, that makes a little square. So now you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So flip it over and open this pocket, and it's going to do the same thing. So it's going to open up. You're going to collapse it down into a square, just like you did with the other side. Remember to go over those, press those folds down, like so. All right, so now you should have a square on both sides, and the bottom side is going to have this little opening, and the top is going to be look like this, like a big X whenever you open it. So go ahead and leave that folded down, and what you're going to do is you're going to take one side and take one flap here, fold it into that center line, paper it a little bit, fold that down good. Go ahead to the other side, fold that down like a kite, and then go ahead and flip that over. Do the same thing to the other side. Let's take this outer edge to this middle line you have in the middle. Doing it to the other side. So then it should look like a kite on both sides of your model. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this top part, fold it down, crease it really nice, flip it over, and fold it the other way. Okay. So now what you're going to do is on one side of your model, you're going to open those flaps, and you're going to lift up this bottom corner here, and while keeping this top triangle down that you just folded, pressing it down, you're going to open that up, and it's going to be like a little pocket. So while you do that, you're going to go ahead and flatten this out, and sometimes it takes a little extra, kind of going over those folds to get it to flatten out. It doesn't always want to flatten down by itself. Perfect. Okay. All right. So now you have this long diamond looking shape. So now flip it over, and still holding this top triangle down because you don't want that to open up. You're going to open these two flaps and open this pocket up like so. Kind of going over those folds to help it flatten out. Like I said, you can kind of see mine's a little crinkled up, and it's not, I also ripped a piece down there. It's not going to be perfect, and it can be frustrating, but just remember, nothing in life is going to ever be perfect or how we want it to go. All right, so now that we have a diamond shape on both sides, we're going to turn the model facing us, and you're going to open this up. And it kind of looks like a fox head. So like here's his ears. His face would be right here and his nose down here. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this part up into that little pocket there. And it kind of fold it together in half. So, and then point it down a little bit and then crease that right there. And this is going to be one side of the crane, his head or his tail. So then you're going to go to the other side, open that up like this. See the fox head on the other side? Fold that inside there, and it's going to fold in and pull it down slightly and then crease that right there. So now we have the crane tail and the crane head. So you can choose whichever side you want. And if you want it, whichever side you want the crane head to be on, you can kind of put your fingers in that flap and press down at the top. And it'll fold in a little bit, and that will make the head stay down a little bit, like that. So now that you're done with your crane, you can make his wings go out a little bit. So you can take one wing and fold it down. Don't crease it, but just kind of press it a little bit so it will go in that direction, and then take the other wing, fold that down, and you can let that go. You see how they kind of stay. And then to make your bird flap, all you have to do is you pull the tail and his wings will flap. So you hold on to it right there, and then you pull this and his wings will flap. And this one isn't doing it very well, but this other one I created, it did a little better job at flapping his wings like this. So that's how you make an origami crane. Great job creating your piece of origami. I hope you all enjoyed it and took things one step at a time. As you can see, it does become a lot more manageable whenever we take a step back and remember to take it one step at a time or one day at a time. And also just to remember that nothing we ever do is going to be perfect. So accepting that and moving on and keeping hope and staying positive. So great job. If you want to explore some more origami, you can always, like I said in the beginning, just look at some YouTube videos that have some really great step-by-step instructions, or you can buy a book that also has some more step-by-step instructions of some really cool models that you can make. So great job, everybody.